people go out of their way to show their true colors. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Shorty is or is not racist. But what I will say is that she has no care and or compassion for the children in the community that she's supposed to be serving. Now you might say, why would I say such a thing? Well, let's let the video speak for itself. And here's the reality. Let me know this one thing. If you were the child, if you can remember back to your childhood, if you were the child and you were on stage and this occurred to you, this happened to you, how would you feel? And then if you're a parent and you have a child, if you were in the audience and you watched your child on stage and this happened to her or him, how would you feel? Let's watch.
That viral video has many commenters calling on that dance studio owner to apologize, but that little girl's parents tell me that they have yet to receive an apology.
It was a kick to the gut.
That's how Melissa Breglia felt watching this interaction from the audience.
That was rude.
Of her daughter Shania accepting an award at a dance competition last week.
She hugged everybody else. She said, "Mommy, I did all my moves. I smiled the whole time, and I didn't get a hug, but they did."
According to its website, the woman is a dance coach at Expressions Dance Studio in Plainville.
I went up to Nadia and said, "How dare you? How dare you make my child feel less than?" And she instantly stiffened up and was like, "I didn't do anything. Why are you yelling at me?" I said, "You had her standing on stage alone, and she leaned in to hug you, and you sidestepped her." And she said, "I didn't do that. I didn't do anything to her."
Breglia thought she was overreacting until another audience member sent her this video. Breglia posted it on her TikTok, and it instantly went viral. We visited Dance Expressions Wednesday, but no one answered the door. Their phone voicemail box is full, and they've taken down their social media pages. Breglia says both of her daughters who dance for the studio are now kicked out of the program.
But at no point in time was there a conversation about your actions, an apology towards my daughter.
As they look for a new dance studio, they're grateful for the outpouring of support from people all over the world.
This has reached globally. I have had people from Australia, Germany, UK, Ghana reach out to me and just say, "Please hug that little girl and tell her that you have support, you have people that want to give you a hug."
Now, again, we did try to reach the owner of that dance studio for comment, but have not yet heard back. Live in Plainville, Amanda Pitts, NBC, Connecticut News. Guys.
Amanda, thank you.
So let's be real, because I know a lot of people, whether you're a Trump supporter or not a Trump supporter, there are tangible facts that we should observe about the observable changes that anyone can see since Trump took office and since Trump's first term. What a lot of those changes are is the brazen acts that you will see publicly now. The brazen statements that you will hear publicly now. What type of statements, what type of acts? Acts and statements that can clearly be defined as some sort of racism, separatism, or individualism that makes you question someone's intent, their heart, and their spirit. Simply put, for any adult to be in that situation, and you can't tell me, "Oh, I didn't see her. Oh, I didn't know." First and foremost, you're a fucking bold-faced liar if you say that shit. And you're a goddamn fool if you choose to believe that bullshit. Why would I say such a thing? I've coached kids before. Have you ever in your life worked with children before? Well, I'll say this. For any adult that has worked with children, you go out of your way to make sure you know who you're working with, because you can see in those children's eyes that they appreciate those moments. I've coached flag football for boys and girls. So I can tell you firsthand, when we took that team picture, I made sure every child was there. Wasn't no way any child that was on my team was going to be left out unless the parents had already taken them and they had left. So to be on stage, to literally know the head count of how many kids you brought And for her to be within your peripheral vision, so you can't even say, oh, I did not notice her. Then for you to stand up and sidestep her visibly that we can all see, I personally don't think you should have a dance studio, because even if it's not racist what you're doing is still sickening, because you're picking and choosing which children to isolate and exclude from basic human interaction. A hug after a performance is a basic human interaction. A group team hug at the end of a season is a basic human interaction. It's like in the huddle when you're in any sports and everyone put their arm around each other. Everybody's not in the huddle and then you push the one motherfucker out. That's weird. But again, it's on us to make changes. It's not on anyone else. It's on us. Us as individuals. It's on us to call these people out. It's on us to put these people on blast. It's on us to say, fuck you, you don't deserve. Because you're making it known that you don't deserve. Not because we just came out of the fucking woodworks and was like, tear that person down. You publicly did some shit that you should be torn down for. Now, if from this you grow and become a better person and you actually put an effort and work, sure. But I probably wouldn't believe it. I'd probably believe that you're just doing it because now the spotlight's on you. The same way people that commit heinous crimes for 10 and 20 years straight want to fucking pretend that they're apologetic and have remorse because they've been caught. Listen, play silly games with your fucking friends. Don't play silly games with me and mine. That's just how I gotta take this shit and look at it. And that shit right there was not only repulsive, it was offensive, it was reprehensible, and she deserves to lose whatever the fuck she loses based on what she did publicly. Point blank period. If you have a differing opinion, leave it in the comments. Let me know why. If there's a logical conversation and argument that you can bring, I will respond to it, because I'm here for the conversation. But if you're just saying some silly shit like, why should she have to hug that kid and all this other dumb shit, leave a comment if you want, but you ain't gonna get a response from me. I'll see if someone else engages with you in the comment section. This shit was gross. And if you agree with it, you're gross too. Fuck off.